This is Ashley Jackson, head coach at Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warrior Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
This is the Warriors Basketball pregame show on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
New year, new season, new court. That's what awaits us here on the campus of Amityville Memorial High School as the Amityville Lady Warriors basketball team gets set to launch their 2021 campaign. After a delay to the start of the season and an unknown future, the green light has been given and the Warriors are looking to pick up where they left off last year. Last year's team much improved, but with the loss of key seniors and a lot of young talent, it's going to be a learning experience for the Lady Warriors. Today's challenge, the Miller Place Panthers come in to see if they can build on last year's victory against the Warriors. Amityville split with the Miller Place Panthers, with Miller Place winning the last one. Will the Panthers come in with a roar, or will the Warriors quiet them down and throw on the muzzle? Find out right now on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. And once again, good evening, and thank you so much for spending your time here with us on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. I'm Matt Grice, joined by Greg Dickerson, who joins us for the first time this year, a former player on the boys basketball team here at Amityville High School. Greg, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. It's so nice to have you on with us. Real quick, this is an exciting day, as we were not sure if we would be able to have a season. How excited are you that basketball is back?
Thank you.
Are you excited that basketball is back, Greg?
Yeah, I'm excited and ready to go. I'm excited and ready to go.
Absolutely. We all are here. And you know who else is ready to go is head coach of the Amityville Lady Warriors. That's Ashley Jackson. And a few moments ago, I had a chance to speak with her about today's contest. I'm with Coach Jackson, head coach of the Amityville Varsity Lady Warriors. And Coach, first question, you have to be super stoked that after having your season postponed, you're out here getting to play your first game here at home in a brand new gym.
Yes, I'm very excited. The ladies are very excited, but I think I'm really excited just being an alumni, coming back, being a head coach, and being able to play in this new facility. It's going to be an amazing time.
Last year, you were top heavy in terms of senior leadership and talent on the court, and you lost a lot of players. What's the adjustment been for you in a quick turnaround time to get your young players ready to go?
Yeah, so we lost Jordan Tobin and Saraya Goodman, two of our leading scorers, and what they left behind was really great leadership skills, and a few of our underclassmen, they're picking up on that immediately. You know, we have Michaela Warwick that's stepping up. Jordan Tobin has been a great leader and example for her, and Michaela Warwick is stepping right into that position.
All right, Coach, so you're a very young team this year. You have two freshmen who will be in your starting lineup today. Talk about what you've seen from them so far.
Yeah, so we have two freshmen, Shanjelle Morgan and Jada Robinson. They're special. They're unique, they're special, their athletic ability is absolutely amazing, and I think that they're going to be a really good addition to our program. Once they just start getting comfortable on the court, getting their feet a little wet, so I'm really happy to see what these ladies are going to do.
In a normal season, you have several weeks and a few scrimmages to prepare. Not the case this year. The snow days knocked out a few practice days. How is that going to hurt your preparedness today, or are you guys ready to go in shape 100%?
I don't think it's necessarily going to hurt us. I think we're just going to jump in, adjust as we go, as we've always done, and we're going to make a game. We're going to make it exciting, and we're just going to play hard.
And final question, what are your keys to victory today?
Playing hard, being supportive like I told my ladies, and just being a warrior. At the end of the day, just being a warrior right there.
Coach, thanks so much and good luck today. So that was head coach Ashley Jackson of the Lady Warriors. Once again, you're tuning in to the Amityville Broadcasting Network as we are about 3 minutes away from tip-off here on the pregame show. The Amityville Warriors hosting the Miller Place Panthers. And Greg, last year, the Warriors may not have done so well record-wise, but they certainly built on prior seasons.
Yeah, the record was Miller Place was 3-15, then Amityville 4-15.
Yeah, so actually Miller Place and Amityville had identical league records last year. The only difference was the Warriors got one extra non-league win. But Amityville and Miller Place actually played each other last year. The first time they played each other, Amityville came on top.
Yeah, Middle Place came 48 to 45.
Yeah, the Warriors were able to get that win 48-45. But the second time around, which was last January 30th, almost a year ago, didn't go quite so well for Amityville.
Yeah, it came out. The score came out 48 to 57.
So they split. They were pretty even last year, but one of the big differences this year is that Miller Place is coming back with a lot of talent. They are highlighted by Jessica Iavaroni, and she is a 4-year starter on varsity. She's the Panthers center. They're also led by a 5-year starter on varsity, and that's Alexa Corbin. And she is their general. She is their point guard. So they are deep up the middle, and they are deep in the backcourt. So it should be a challenge for these Warriors because Amityville's going to have 2 freshmen that are actually in the starting lineup of today's game.
Yeah, Jada Robinson, and Aliyah Bank.
Yeah, Bonaparte and Robinson, 2 freshmen, but there are high expectations. And speaking with the coaching staff before the game, Jada Robinson, she is this Warrior team's general. Big shoes to fill last year as Amityville lost a lot of key players. Brianna Millsap, that was their point guard last year. And with her gone, the Warriors are going to be relying on a freshman, but coaching staff says she's up to the challenge, and so does Jada Robinson. So it should be exciting, but the great news is we are just a short time away from tip-off here. We're going to take a quick break here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network, but on the other side of the break, tip-off and the start of the 2021 Amityville Lady Warriors basketball season right here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Ashley Jackson, head coach at Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warrior Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
And welcome back to the brand new basketball court here at Amityville Memorial High School as we are doing starting lineups. We'll give you the starting lineup for the Miller Place Panthers first. At center, number 2, Jessica Iavaroni. Number 10, small forward, Elizabeth Doherty. Number 11, shooting guard, Andrea Mott. Number 21, Lauren Molinaro is the power forward. And Alexa Corbin rounds it out, number 23. She is the point guard here for the Panthers. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Warriors. Number 22, Michaela Warwick. She will be playing forward today. Number 30, Soraya Mathis. She's your shooting guard. Shangelle Morgan. She's going to be playing forward, wearing number 22 for this season. Jada Robinson, the freshman point guard, wearing number 1. And rounding out the starting lineup, starting forward, Aliyah Bonaparte, wearing number 10. Now we are going to the national anthem. And we are set for the opening tip for the opening of the 2021 season. The Warriors are huddled up in their backcourt getting set. Miller Place having some final words of encouragement. Both sides must be incredibly excited, as keep in mind, just a month and a half ago, the start to the season, which was supposed to be in January, already delayed due to COVID-19. Well, for the entire section, for the entire state, things were put on hold and everything was up in the air. But a few weeks ago, we were given the notification that this season was good to go. And here we are, getting set to tip off. The Warriors had their first practice last Wednesday. In fact, Miller Place would have been in the same boat. The 2 snow days actually hurt their ability to get their season started even earlier. So both squads on limited practice time. Ashley Jackson spoke about it in the pregame show. She is not concerned. She says her squad is ready to go, and we're about to find out as we get set for the opening tip here. Jessica Ivorone, the center, lines up in the middle. She'll be jumping off. Opening tip. Ball in the backcourt. Fight for it. Loose ball out of bounds. And first possession of the year goes to Miller Place. Mott will inbound right in front of us here along the sidelines. Mott gets it in to Corbin. Corbin, their field general, passing it around. It's Mott. Mott left side, dribbles center in between the circles. Right side, it's Doherty. Doherty down low to Molinaro. We get a whistle, and ball goes out of bounds. Warriors will get possession. 7:41 to go here in the first, and no score. So the Warriors inbound, bringing the ball up the court. Freshman Jayla Robinson crosses the timeline. Taking your time, Warriors setting up a play. 7:30 to go here in the first. Passes it left side, kicks back to the middle of the court. Robinson has it in between the circles. Pass intercepted by Ivorone. She tries to dribble up the court. Loose ball. Warriors pull it back down. Robinson has it, kicks it out to the right side. Mathis back to Robinson. Robinson in between the circles, holding onto the ball. 20 on the shot clock. Drives in the paint, kicks it back out to Mathis. Mathis dribbles left side. Ball is tipped. Loose ball. Doherty has it. Fast break down the court. Up with the right hand. Off the glass and in. And the first points belong to the Panthers. It's 2-0, just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter to go. Warriors will inbound under their own basket as the Panthers have a full court press. Robinson in trouble in the corner, needs help. We get a whistle and a travel by Amityville, so possession goes back to the Panthers. 6:49 to go, 2-0. Miller Place on top. Referees are waiting for somebody to inbound. It'll be Doherty underneath her own basket, looking for somebody to get the ball into. She finds Corbin. Top of the key, slowing things down, kicks it right side to Doherty. Doherty looking for a play over to Mott. Mott, left side, three-pointer. Corbin off the rim, no good. Loose ball in the corner, trying to save it Miller Place, but valiant effort by Elizabeth Doherty. Small forward, she can't get it done, out of bounds. Warriors have the ball. 2-0 Miller Place, 6:28 to go here in the first. Once again, Miller Place putting on the full court press. Amityville having a tough time getting the ball in before. This time Robinson's able to get it. She gets it up the court, tries to force a pass, and Ivorone intercepts it. She brings the ball up the court herself, kicks it over to Molinaro. Goes up with the layup and hits. 4-0 Miller Place, 6:12 to go here in the first. Warriors having a hard time breaking this full court press. Double team in the corners. We get contact and a foul, so Amityville will retain possession as we get a push. Thanks again for joining us here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network, our first basketball broadcast of the year, the first game of the year. Ball inbounds, no pressure this time. Robinson takes the ball up the court. Right wing, Warriors setting up a play. Robinson still has it. Kicks it over to Mathis, back to Robinson. Far side and off the hands of Bonaparte and out of bounds. A turnover for the Warriors. That's 3 turnovers so far early in this game. 4-0, Panthers up to the early lead. There's a shot. No good. And dribbling along the sideline, out of bounds. Warriors will get the ball back. 4-0 Panthers, 5:36 to go. More pressure here in the backcourt. Robinson getting a lot of experience here early. She fights to get the ball up the court. Another turnover, and it's Corbin. She goes to the lane hard with the left hand, up and in. 6-0 Panthers, 5:25 to go here in the first. More pressure by the Panthers as we get a whistle. And no substitutions here. Talking some things over, trying to calm our players down. Coach Jackson on the sideline saying, relax, it's 6-0. Not a big deficit. Warriors inbound the ball. Full court pressure. Here's a pass over to Warwick. Warwick able to get the ball across midcourt. Looking for help. Finds Morgan. Morgan back to Warwick. Up with the shot. Too strong. No good. Loose ball in the paint. Fight for it on the sidelines, and it goes out of bounds. But Amityville will keep possession. So the Warriors inbound it, down by 6. Good play by Corbin as she tips the pass out of bounds, but Warriors will get another crack at it. Bonaparte set to inbound, near sideline. Front court, it's Robinson. Robinson dribbles in between the circles, back to the right wing. Crossover dribble, drives in the paint, kicks it out to Mathis. Mathis has it, takes it in between the circles, slows things down. We get a whistle on the court. And a foul is called. Turnover for the Warriors. And here come the Panthers, bringing the ball up the court. 4:51 to go. Crossing the timeline, it's Corbin. Corbin, left side to Mott. Kicks it back over to Doherty. Doherty finding their center, Ivoroni, puts up a shot. No good. Warwick fighting for the rebound in the paint. We get a whistle. And we'll have to see if it's a jump ball or a foul. They're saying Warrior basketball. And they're calling it a foul on Miller Place. 4:38 here to go in the first. More pressure by the Panthers. It's Bonaparte bringing the ball up the court. She's double teamed, far sideline. Ball stolen away by Doherty. Doherty driving in the paint, wide open, right hand up with the layup. It rolls around the rim and falls through. 8-2 with 4:22 left. Warriors find themselves trailing, and we get a timeout on the floor. Warriors, they're correcting the scoreboard here. I was going to say it said 8-2, but Amityville hadn't scored a basket yet. So now the correction is made. It's 8-0. Miller Place out in front with 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. Last year, Amityville was successful against Miller Place in their first contest, winning 48-45. That was back on December 12th of 2019. Seems like forever ago. But their final contest against Miller Place, not so close, a 57-48 victory for the Panthers, but both teams landed at 3-15 in the league standings, and both these teams have something to prove for this year. We mentioned before that one of the difficulties for Amityville is this is a young, athletic team, but young being the key word with not a lot of experience, whereas Miller Place brings in a lot of veterans to help them out here. They've opened up an 8-0 lead early on here in Amityville. The Warriors will inbound under their own basket. More pressure by Miller Place. Robinson looking for help. Kicks it over to Mathis. We have a substitution now, Morgan still in the game. Left hand, up with the shot, and the foul. So count the bucket and an opportunity for a bonus at the charity stripe. It's Lauren Molinaro who goes to the line, trying to make the three-point play. 10-0, 4:14 to go here in the first. Molinaro looking for the bonus. Shot is up, rolls around the rim, no good. Loose ball in the paint, out of bounds, and it sounds like it's off White, so Miller Place will keep possession. Warriors giving a second chance opportunity. They're having a very difficult time breaking this press so far today. Inbound pass. It's Corbin with the shot, too strong. Rebound, Ivoroni puts up the shot, also too strong. Warriors can't grab the rebound. Molinaro has it. We get another whistle on the floor and a foul on Amityville as Lauren Molinaro will go to the line. 10-0. Warriors still looking for their first basket in this one. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the first of 2 free throws is good. No fans here on hand. The clapping that you hear is the JV squads that are here watching as they play immediately after this contest. Warriors up trailing 11-0 to the Panthers. Second free throw by Molinaro. Rims around, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors. It's Mathis. Mathis being guarded by Corbin. She gets it across the charity stripe. Kicks it out left side off the hands of Bonaparte and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Warriors as they trail 11-0, just under 4 to play here in the first quarter. Bringing the ball up the court, the point guard Corbin. Corbin kicks it down low, underneath with the left hand, up and in. It's Lauren Molinaro. 13-0, 3:40 to go here in the first. More full court press. Robinson trying to get some help. Ball tipped away by Corbin, driving to the lane, too strong off the backboard. Another offensive rebound is put back by Lauren Molinaro, and the Warriors are having a difficult time beating the press and a difficult time on their own glass. They trail 15-0, 3:17 to go here in the first. Robinson has the ball, brings it up the court, finds Warwick. Warwick thinks about a shot, instead kicks it down low to Morgan. Ball tipped around, far side, it's stolen by the Panthers. And the Panthers decide to slow things down. It's Doherty, right wing. Kicks it over to Mott. Mott has it in between the circles, plays catch with Doherty. Down low to Molinaro. We get a whistle and a turnover for the Panthers. Warriors will have it. Full court press being called off, at least for this play, as Mathis gets set to inbound the ball. Warriors trailing 15-0, still looking for their first points of the 2021 season. Robinson crosses the timeline, tries to force a pass, right wing, it gets tipped and stolen by Corbin. Corbin breaks to the basket, up with the right hand, easy uncontested layup, and it's good. Corbin with the bucket, 17-0, 2:30 to go here in the first. Robinson slowing things down for Amityville, guarded by Corbin. Gets it across half court, dribbles left side, now brings it back towards the middle, looking for help. Tries to find Warwick, pass is stolen, pass ahead to Corbin, who once again, the easy layup, it's up and in. 2:08 to go here, 19-0, Panthers in front. Warriors need to try to get some sustained offensive side of the court pressure as Mathis has the ball, trapped in the corner, gets around the double team, finds Robinson, dribbles right side, pass tipped away, Molinaro with the steal. Loose ball on the court. Doherty's able to recover. She has it right wing, slows things down, looking for help, kicks it left side, it's Mott. Mott, one dribble, down low, Molinaro finds their center, Ivoroni, puts up the shot, won't go, and a fight for the ball underneath, and it's off of, looks like it's off of Warwick. So the Panthers will keep possession, leading 19-0 against Amityville, 1:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Doherty trying to get the ball in bounds, finds Corbin, puts up the shot, and good. It's a three-pointer, the first of the year for the Panthers, the first of the year for Corbin. And Corbin is lighting up the scoreboard, as are the Panthers, 22-0 as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. Mathis has it, dribbles, baseline, back to Robinson, puts up the floater, off the top of the backboard, rebound, Warwick, she fights for a shot, gets her own rebound, puts up the shot again, it won't go, and the rebound is pulled down by Ivoroni. Panthers bringing the ball up, hands off to Corbin. Corbin sends it to Doherty, right side, over to Mott. Left wing, thinking about a three-pointer, Corbin hesitates, now she puts it up and drains it, back-to-back three-pointers for Alexa Corbin. And And now it's 25-0 Miller Place with 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Robinson brings the ball up the court. Mathis has it right wing, guarded by Corbin. Kicks it left side, back to the middle. It's Mathis. Mathis, one dribble to Robinson, right wing, 20 seconds to go, 14 on the shot clock. Robinson dribbling, has it near side, baseline, looking for some space, double teamed, gets a pass back over to Bonaparte. Bonaparte has it, 3 on the shot clock. Robinson puts up a shot in the paint, won't go. 5 seconds left, we get a Winfield underneath. And possession will go back to the Panthers. So with 3.2 seconds to go here in the first quarter and a 25-0 lead, we're gonna get a couple of substitutions here. Ann McNulty and Catherine Doherty, sister of Elizabeth Doherty, enters the game. 3 seconds left. Corbin has it, 2, 1, puts up a half-court shot, it won't go. And at the end of the first quarter of action, the Amityville Warriors find themselves in a bit of a hole as they trail the Miller Place Panthers 25-0. But don't go anywhere, second quarter action coming up right after this on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Coach Cord, assistant coach for the Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warriors basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
As we get set for second quarter action here on the campus of Amityville Memorial High School in the brand new gymnasium, the first action ever for a basketball live contest. We thank you so much for spending your afternoon here with us on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. Matt Grice, Greg Dickerson, Dina Wood pushing the buttons behind the scene, and Mr. Paul Cimino helping us out as well. Mackenzie is also on camera. We're glad to have her back. Mackenzie Rodriguez doing a great job. As the Warriors, well, they have a lot of young players. We knew coming into this game with 2 freshmen in the starting lineup and a lot of seniors in leadership not here for this year that it was going to be tough. 25-0 run to start the game for the Panthers. So the Warriors are obviously going to have to make some adjustments here. It's baptism by fire for the 2 freshman Warriors. Jada Robinson, who has had a very tough time with the getting the ball up the court with the full court press. That seems to be the biggest issue for Amityville right now, is they can't break the press, and they've had a very difficult time on the glass. Jessica Ivorone, the center, 4-year varsity starter for these Miller Place Panthers. She's been dominating the glass. And Alexa Corbin, who's actually a 5-year starter, their point guard, she's been unstoppable with fast breaks and wide open layups, and also a couple of three-pointers to end the first quarter. So the Warriors finish up with their huddle. The pep talk is done. Some substitutes out on the court here. Doherty gets set to inbound the ball right in front of us here on press row. As second quarter action gets set to begin. Doherty sends it in to Corbin. Corbin taking her time up the court, gets it across half court. She's guarded by Mathis. Over to Catherine Doherty, who's now in the game. Forced to pass into the paint, loose ball. McNulty still has it, but then she can't handle it. Warriors are able to get it back. Fast break for Amityville. It's Warwick. Up with the right hand. No good, too strong, just missing. And Elizabeth Doherty, she'll bring the ball back up the court. 25-0, 7:34 to go here in the second quarter. Corbin has it, sends it around to Doherty. In the paint to McNulty. Kicks it back out to Corbin. Corbin thinks about a shot, needs some help. Loose ball. Ivorone gets it back for Miller Place. Three-pointer put up by Doherty. It won't go, but a rebound for Doherty. She's getting her own rebound. Corbin now for 3. Air ball. Warriors chasing to the loose ball, but a smart play by Shangel Morgan as she lets it go out of bounds. So the Warriors will take over underneath their own basket, trailing 25-0, just over 7 minutes to go in the half. It'll be Robinson bringing the ball up the court. The Panthers take the press off. In between the circles, Robinson kicks it over to the left wing to Warwick. Plays catch with Robinson, almost loses the handle, dribbles right side, trying to look for a hole. Wide open shot, two-pointer, a foul on the shot as Mathis can't hit, but she'll go to the free throw line for a chance to get the Warriors on the board. Right now, Amityville trailing 25-0, 6:53 to go until halftime. Soraya Mathis, in talking to her coach, she's smooth inside, she's a force, but maybe most importantly, and what this team needs after the loss of a lot of star power and senior leadership, is that Soraya Mathis, who gets Amityville on the board, hits the first free throw. She is a leader on this team, and she leads not only by what she does on the court, but also what she does in practice and helping out her teammates as well. 25-1, the second free throw, bounces around, won't go. Good effort by Warwick trying to pull down the rebound, but it goes out of bounds, and the Panthers will take over. So that ends a 25-0 run for the Panthers to start the game. It's Doherty, trapped left corner, gets it out to her sister, top of the key, sends it right wing to Corbin. Corbin over to Ivorone, loose ball, Amityville with the steal. It's Mathis, dribbling, right side, makes a break for the basket, drives, goes up with the shot, no good, foul on the floor before the shot went up. So the Warriors will keep possession as they get a fresh shot clock. And it looks like they will inbound under the basket. Bonaparte will have the task of trying to find an open Warrior. Sends it to the top of the key, but it's intercepted by Doherty. Doherty to Corbin, all alone, fast break down the court, and lays it up and in. 27-1, Panthers out in front. No pressure from the Panthers. Amityville will have a chance to get the ball across the timeline. Robinson kicks it right side to Mathis. Mathis back to Robinson in between the circles. Left wing, it's Warwick. Back to Robinson. 17 on the shot clock. Mathis puts up a long three-pointer. Too strong. Rebound. Loose ball in the paint. And it looks like McNulty has come down with it. She's trying to find some help. And we get a travel. So the Warriors will get the ball back. Trailing 27-1. 5:47 to go here in the second quarter. Some confusion over who's going to inbound, as now Bonaparte, the junior forward, she's tasked with finding an open Warrior right underneath the basket, looking for help, trying to get it in. Pass is tipped and stolen. It's Ivorone who comes down with it. Doherty has it, right wing. Doherty called for the travel, so a turnover for the Panthers, and that was something you didn't see in the first quarter. It was Amityville turning the ball over, but right now, Miller Place, a couple of turnovers on their own. Let's see if the Warriors can capitalize. They have a lot of ground to make up, trailing by 26, but they also have a lot of time left. Robinson fakes right, passes left to Warwick. Warwick fakes a move to the left, back to Robinson. Robinson drives in the paint, kicks it out to Mathis, won't go. Rebound by Ivorone. She's pushing the tempo up the court. Going herself. Now she kicks it out to the left side. Shot off the backboard by Corbin. Loose ball in the front. Won't go. And McNulty puts up a shot, but another travel. So Amityville needs to take advantage of these opportunities. Several turnovers in a row for the Miller Place Panthers, but Amityville has not been able to capitalize with a field goal yet. Their lone point coming on a free throw by Soraya Mathis. Robinson has it, over to Warwick, left wing, in between the circles, it's Robinson. Pick, set by Bonaparte, Robinson throws it over to Mathis. Mathis has the pass tipped. Now she puts the ball on the floor, back to Robinson, throwing it around the circle, and we get a foul on Amityville. And the Panthers get the ball back, 27-1 with 4:53 to go until the half. A couple of substitutions here. Renee Stockton will see her first action of the game, as will Kirsten Elliott. Corbin still in the game, a force, the point guard for this Panther team. She's quarterbacking the whole thing. In between the circles, it's Doherty. Doherty, right side to Corbin, puts up a shot, fouled on the shot. It won't go, but she'll go to the charity stripe for a pair with a 27-1 lead over Amityville. So Alexa Corbin, who's been dominating on the scoreboard so far today, gets a chance to do it for the first time from the free throw line. She puts up the first of two. It rims out. 27-1, Warriors still trailing in the game. The Amityville boys basketball team, they're underway right now at Miller Place. If we get an updated score, we'll let you know as Corbin, hits the second free throw. And now a conversation, 28-1. Doherty will get a chance for one more. Officials just letting the scorers table know what's going on. So some confusion here as Warwick comes over and encourages her teammates. Corbin in possession, 28-1. Putting up the third free throw. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors. It's Morgan to Robinson. Robinson forces a pass, sneaks it into Morgan, puts up a shot short. Loose ball in the far corner. Panthers have it. And it's Corbin bringing the ball up the court. 28-1. Just over 4 minutes to go until halftime here at Amityville Memorial High School. Driving in the paint, it's Stockton seeing her first action of the game. Loose ball picked up by Doherty. Low block, kicked back out to Corbin, puts up the three-pointer and drills it. Her third three of the game, and that puts the Panthers up 31-1 with 3:54 to go until halftime. Robinson has it, top of the key. Finds Mathis, back to Robinson. Robinson trying to get the ball underneath the Bonaparte. Pass tipped away. Here comes Corbin again, driving to the basket. Double team, puts up a shot, won't go. And the foul, but you have to give credit to the Warriors that time being able to get back and making Corbin earn those points as Amityville getting a little physical on the play. But that's something we really haven't seen much of against Corbin so far today, as she's had a lot of easy free paths to the basket. So despite the fact that Corbin goes to the free throw line, good aggressive action, smart foul by the Warriors as they find themselves trailing by 30. Corbin hits the first free throw, 32-1. Some substitutions. Rihanna Smith makes her season debut as Aaliyah Bonaparte takes a breather. The officials go to discuss something. Bonaparte hustling the entire first half and really most of the second quarter here, so she'll get a chance to catch her breath. Rihanna Smith, a 10th grader, another young player on this Amityville team who, again, very young, a lot of inexperience, a lot of potential. Second free throw, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Warwick. No pressure by the Panthers. Mathis brings the ball up the court, plays catch with Robinson. Now it's Mathis, right wing. Robinson kicks it over to Smith, her first touch of the game. Tries to force a pass in, won't go, but able to recover is Smith. Loose ball in the paint. It trickles out of bounds. Good effort by Shangelle Morgan, but she was not able to save that for the Warriors. 32-1, 3:15 to go in the half. Corbin being guarded by Mathis. Left side, it's Doherty. Sends a pass into the paint and through the hands of Renee Stockton. That's a turnover for the Panthers. Warriors ball. Just over 3 to play until halftime. Amityville trailing by 31. Robinson brings the ball up the court. It's been a while since the Panthers have pressed, but it was the press that rattled Amityville early in this game. Robinson picks up her dribble, looking for help. Finds Mathis, puts up a three-pointer. Off the backboard, banked in. A three-pointer for Mathis. And Amityville now trails 32-4 with 2:35 to go here in the first half. Steal for Amityville. Warwick has it up with the right hand. Won't go. Rebound put back again by Mathis. Mathis has all 6 Warriors points as they trail 32-6, but they are currently on a 5-0 run. The JV team getting into it for Amityville, chanting defense as Miller Place looks to respond. It's Corbin, uncontested 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball, baseline, and it's pulled down by Smith. We get a whistle on the court, and the Warriors will retain possession. Not a good start for Amityville, but they are building some momentum here as we are 2 minutes away from the half. 5-0 run for the Warriors, and Mathis has been on a tear with all 6 of the Warriors' points. Coach Jackson calling for a play. Assistant coach this year, Ken Cord, his first year on the bench for the Amityville Warriors. And in fact, for Miller Place, Ryan Kandura coached the JV team last year. He gets bumped up to varsity for this season as Warwick drives in the paint, puts up the shot, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Kaylee Elliott. 1:45 to go in the second quarter. Corbin brings the ball up the court, guarded by Mathis. Corbin hands it off to Victoria Waldemar, who has just entered the game. She dribbles once, passes it over to Stockton. We get a whistle and a turnover. Warriors will get the ball. Coach Jackson has an injured foot, but she is limping up and down the sideline. She does not care. That shows you the passion that she has. And in the last couple of minutes, her players have responded with that same energy and enthusiasm. Currently on a 5-0 run as we approach halftime, 1:23 to go. Warriors trailing 32-6. Mathis has it, kicks it out to Robinson, right wing, dribbles, baseline, back to Mathis. Mathis guarded by Corbin. Brings it back in between the circles. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Warwick has it, plays catch, back to Mathis. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it over to Smith, 1 second. And we have a shot clock violation and a turnover for the Warriors. 32-6, approaching the 1 minute mark until the half. Some more substitutions as for the first time Alexa Corbin takes a breather. Miller Place goes deeper into their bench, leading 32-6. Warriors still currently on a 5-0 run. Bringing the ball up now, Andrea Mott. She puts up a 15-footer, won't go, out of bounds, and Warriors basketball. 51.9 to go till the half, 32-6, Miller Place. Morgan inbounds to Robinson. Robinson finds Warwick, left wing. Warwick fakes left, hands it back to Robinson. 40 seconds to go, 20 on the shot clock. Mathis dribbles once, back to Robinson, top of the key. Robinson looking for somebody to pass to, finds Smith, left wing. Smith dribbles, picks up her dribble, back to Robinson. Under 30 seconds, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Mathis drives in the paint, forces up a tough shot, it won't go, and the rebound is pulled down by Kirsten Elliott. Miller Place pushing the tempo. Stockton driving to the basket with the right hand from the left side. Won't go. Rebound underneath. Warwick has it. 14 seconds. Shot clock turned off. Pass over to the head of Morgan, and the Panthers have it back. 5 seconds to go. Pass down low to Stockton. She puts up the shot and hits it at the buzzer. And that will end the first half here from Amityville Memorial High School. That ends the Warriors' 5-0 run. And the first half as Amityville finds themselves trailing 34-6. Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network, but we have a full halftime show. Matt Grice, Greg Dickerson will be joining us as well as we break down the first half and discuss what Amityville needs to do to get back into this game. 34-6 is your score at the half as you're listening to Warrior Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community. and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Si está enfermo con el COVID-19 o cree que podría haberlo contraído, tome medidas para ayudar a proteger a las personas para que no se enfermen. Quédese en casa, excepto para buscar atención médica. Llame al médico antes de ir. Apártese de las demás personas que vivan con usted. Use una mascarilla para proteger a los demás. Cúbrase la nariz y la boca con un pañuelo desechable cuando tosa o estornude y lávese las manos inmediatamente. Evite compartir artículos con otras personas de su casa. Esto incluye toallas y sábanas, por ejemplo. Asegúrese de que los platos se laven en agua caliente o en la lavadora automática de platos antes de que alguien más los use. Preste atención a cómo se siente. Si empieza a tener dificultad para respirar o está preocupado por su salud, llame al médico. Para más información visite cdc.gov/coronavirus-es.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Jada Robinson, point guard for Amityville Warriors, and you're watching Warriors basketball on Amityville Broadcasting Network.
This is the Warriors basketball halftime show on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
And welcome back to the campus of Amityville Memorial High School as we are at halftime. First game of the season between the Lady Warriors and the Miller Place Panthers. Matt Grice, Greg Dickerson, Dina Wood pushing the buttons from behind the scenes. Paul Chimino, Mackenzie Rodriguez also helping us out behind the scenes as well. Well, Greg, the first half didn't quite go as well as the Warriors would have wanted. We knew that they were a young team coming into this season. Two freshmen in the starting lineup. That's kind of been a theme from the pregame show into the first half. And it kind of showed as the Warriors find themselves trailing 34-6.
Yeah, they had like a difficult time. Even though they can do better, I think they can come back with a major win.
Well, that's why they say it's not over till it's over, right?
Yeah.
As certainly there's a lot of time left. We have 16 minutes of gameplay, but the Warriors have dug themselves in quite a hole here, and we're going to break down how that happened. So a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. There are no fans allowed in here, but you can hear some cheering as both JV teams from Miller Place and Amityville who were playing after this game, they're in the stands rooting their teams on. And, you know, even though it's a minimal atmosphere, everybody's just so happy to be back out on the court. And Greg, as someone who's played sports here for Amityville, you have to be happy as well that there's going to be a sports season and that we're here doing basketball.
Yeah. Seeing them got the sports back. I'm very happy, very excited, but you know, we never know what's gonna happen. We'll see what will happen. You know, with football starting, basketball starting. I know the girls have a whole lot of catching up to do, but we don't know how the boys gonna be. Like the girls got like catching up to do. I think the boys would do like a whole lot better, but I think the girls got a shot.
Well, we'll talk about the girls' game in a moment, but you mentioned the boys, and they are currently playing Miller Place at Miller Place. And it's kind of a weird situation for the boys' team, Greg, because this was a team that a few years back, when senior Miles Goddard was a freshman, they won a state championship. 2 years where they fell a little, or 1 year they fell a little short. They come back last year, and it looked like they were going to go all the way. And then COVID cuts their season short. That had to be so disappointing, especially for you, who was part of those teams.
Yeah, with having varsity win state championship was a good deal for us. It was a great win for us, going up state and everything. Going up state was the best number one thing we had accomplished, especially from my experience. I helped this team push the best that they can be. And last year, we had COVID stop the whole season. Was a major upset for us, and you know, we try to make the best of it again this year. Try to make this year the best year of our lives, and like we can do this if we just keep believing.
I love the message. It's all positive, and I think that's probably the message in the huddle at halftime from head coach Axley Jackson to the Lady Warriors is stay positive. This is a learning experience. It's a growing experience. Let's look at this first half, Greg. So it did not start off well as Miller Place began the game on a 26-0 run. And the biggest problem for the Warriors right off the bat that was obvious was the full court press that the Miller Place Panthers were applying. They had at least 3 girls in the backcourt every single possession that the Warriors had, and Amityville just could not get the ball up the court. To the credit of freshman Jada Robinson, she had the difficult task as a freshman point guard to find a way to break that press. And she was not able to do so early on, but after the first couple of times, she did push through, and eventually she was able to get the ball across the timeline. And unfortunately from there, things went south for the Warriors as rushed passes, pressure from the Panthers, ill-advised turnovers for the Warriors, and that's what allowed Miller Place to go on their run. And that was really led by the senior point guard, Alexa Corbin, who just went on a tear in the first half, especially in the first quarter. A lot of fast break points, uncontested layups on Amityville turnovers, and it was not looking good early. But then sometimes all it takes is a minor thing to turn your team around, or at least to try. And it all started with a foul and a free throw made by Amityville to get the first points of the season.
Yeah, Ryan Mathis. She has a lot of potential, but she can do a lot better for the team, you know? She has a lot of potential in her, a lot of heart, a lot of spirit in her. I think she can help this team pull off a major win, you know? This team is like my favorite team in Amityville. All they have to keep moving, keep fighting, and keep pushing.
She has been a monster for the Warriors. The coaches talked about how she is their leader. She's an inside force, but she was doing everything, not just battling on the glass, but really making the key plays of the first half for Amityville. So she goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Warriors still find themselves in a big hole, 26-1. Miller Place responds with a 7-0 run of their own. And another reason besides the press, and at this point the press is pulled back, but another reason that the Warriors struggled besides the full court press was the fact that they were completely dominated on the glass in terms of rebounding.
Yeah, true. I think Amityville needs to do a lot better at rebounding and getting back. I know they can do it, but they still have a lot more work to do and stuff to pull the game off. They still got some work to do. But just see if they can pull it off in this next quarter.
So a 7-0 run in response to Mathis's free throw, and then Mathis got hot as she drilled a three-pointer and then came right back down the court with a field goal, and the Warriors actually found themselves on a 5-0 run. No scoring for the last couple of minutes of the second quarter as both teams continued to turn the ball over, and neither one of them could take advantage in that span. But then right at the buzzer, Renee Stockton, who came in off the bench, she was able to hit a shot as time ran out. And at the half, 34-6. Greg, what do you think Amityville needs to do to come back in the second half?
Let's see. Work as a team. Working as a team, that's one thing. Getting back is the second thing. And the third thing is, work as a team, fight as a team, play as a team. All they need to do is, work harder and stuff. All they do is keep working and, take it back.
Sounds good. That's Greg Dickerson. I'm Matt Greisen. This has been the halftime show here live from Amityville High School. The Warriors trailing 34-6, but don't go anywhere. We have second half action coming up in just a moment right here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Coach Cord, assistant coach for the Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warriors basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
Coach Cord, welcome to the squad. Assistant coach, first year with the Amityville Warriors. As we start the second half of action here at Amityville Memorial High School, Warriors have the ball. It's Warwick, finds Robinson, far side. It's Mathis. She puts up a shot and drills the three. Amityville right off the bat with a huge three-pointer, building on their momentum started in the first half. Now the Warriors trail 34-9. Just under 7:35 to play here at Amityville High School. A missed opportunity for the Panthers. Warwick pulls down the uncontested rebound. And Amityville brings the ball up the court. It's Mathis to Robinson. Over to Smith. Smith gets the start here in the second half. She did not start the game. Driving in the lane. Robinson forcing up a shot with the right hand. Air ball won't go. And the Panthers will take over 34-9 with 7:12 to go here in the third quarter. Mathis has all 9 of Amityville's points, as Amityville have actually scored the 8 of the last 10 points here. We'll have to see if they can build on that momentum as Work pulls down the steal. Robinson kicks it ahead to Mathis. Mathis, the hot hand for Amityville, thinks about driving, instead pulls back, tries to force a pass. It's stolen by Corbin. Corbin, fast break. Robinson driving back. Good defense and hustle getting back, but a good head fake by Alex Corbin, and she's able to knock it in for the 2 points. 36-9, 6:36 to go in the third. That shows you the experience by Alexa Corbin, showing patience, the head fake, despite the hustle by Robinson to get back. Here's Warwick, forces up the shot, partially blocked, out of bounds. Warriors will retain possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock, trailing 36-9. Amityville inbounds under their own basket. Morgan looking for help, tries to force a pass in to Warwick, and it won't go. It's intercepted by Miller Place, and it's Corbin who has it. Thinks about taking the layup, instead pulls back and gives it over to Doherty, who puts up the shot from the low left block and hits. 38-9, 6:06 to go in the third quarter. Mathis, right side, Bonaparte on the wing. Back to Mathis in between the circles. Top of the key, sends it out to the left wing. It's Warwick. Warwick, bounce pass to Mathis. Dribbles once, kicks it over to Bonaparte. Bonaparte looking for help, finds Smith. Smith, far baseline, and we get a jump ball. Good defense by Lauren Molinaro. And the possession arrow is in favor of the Panthers. 38-9, 5:41 to go here in the third. Corbin brings the ball up. Mathis on her. Right wing, it's Doherty. Doherty also guarded by Mathis, who's all over the floor. Here's a three-pointer by Corbin, and she drills it wide open from the near baseline. 41-9. 5:20 to go here in the third. Mathis with the ball. Three-pointer won't go by Bonaparte. Rebound goes to Ivorone. She drives up the court, finds Doherty, puts up the shot. It won't go. Rebound fought in the paint. Out of bounds, off of White. And the Panthers will retain possession. It'll be Doherty inbounding under her own basket. She finds Ivorone in the paint, puts up a shot, won't go, gets her own rebound, has it blocked, gets her own rebound again. Wild shot, it still won't go. Another rebound by Ivorone. Warriors getting boxed out on the glass here as they can't get the rebound. Finally a foul and one as Ivorone gets the ball in and a chance for the bonus. 43-9, 4:41 to go in the third. this was a theme from the first half. We talked about the press. Well, that's not being done anymore. But the rebounding has been very difficult for the Warriors as Jessica Ivaroni, the 4-year senior starter on varsity, she can't hit the free throw, the bonus, and Amityville will get the ball. But she has a distinct height advantage. And last year, you would have a player like Jordan Tobin who could match up with her and fight for those boards. But the Warriors finding somebody who's going to step up in that situation and make a better matchup. Amityville has it in between the circles. It's Mathis. Mathis trying to find work in the paint. She puts up a shot off the backboard, around the rim, and in. Warriors much better here to start the second half. They still trail 43-11, 4:14 to go. First points for Amityville by someone other than the name Mathis, as here's a three-pointer, and again, Alexa Corbin drills it. That puts the Panthers up 46-11, just under 4 to play here in the third. Morgan has it, left baseline, pass across court, tipped. Doherty has it. Doherty sends it left wing. It's Molinaro. Molinaro dribbles once, good pressure on defense by Bonaparte. Now it's Corbin. Corbin has it right wing. Back in between the circles, it's Mott. Mott to Corbin. Corbin guarded by Mathis. Warriors playing a zone defense. Shot is short by Mott, and the rebound pulled down by Morgan. But a turnover on the pass up the court by the Warriors. Doherty driving to the hoop, but it's stripped away by Warwick. Now she pushes the tempo up the court. We get a whistle and a foul on the floor. A push, and the Warriors will keep possession. 46-11, 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Really the story of two halves so far. Amityville did not get off to a good start in this game, but have been strong to start the second half. Mathis with the ball in between the circles. Dribbles right, picks up her dribble, sends it back to Warwick, left wing, back to Mathis. Mathis has it, pick is set by Bonaparte. Smith has it, far baseline. Warriors sending it around the world, pass in the backcourt, and it's going to go out of bounds. Smart play by Alexa Corbin, letting it go out instead of risking trying to pick it up and fumbling it. The Panthers will have possession as they will inbound right in front of us here on press row with a 46-11 lead. Just under 3 to play in the third quarter. Corbin has it, pressure by Mathis. Right side, it's Doherty. Back to Corbin. Corbin thinks about what she wants to do next. Finds Ivaroni, good pass, drives in the lane, up and in. Breaks down the defense. And it's 48-11, 2:28 to go here in the third. Warriors have it, it's Mathis. Mathis around the pick, and it's stolen away. Here come the Panthers on a fast break. Molinaro with the steal, sends it over to Corbin for the easy layup. 52-11 as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. 9-0 run now for the Panthers after the Warriors came out strong. Trailing by 39, just under 2 to play in the third. Work plays catch with Mathis. Mathis dribbles right side. Cross-court pass to Work. Just a little high. She can't handle it. Off her fingertips and stolen by Mott. Mott sends cross-court pass over to Corbin. Corbin, guarded by Mathis, hands it over to Mott. Mott dribbles in the lane instead. Kicks it over to Molinaro. Puts up a shot. Won't go. Good effort by Doherty to try to save it, and she does. And the Panthers will reestablish. They send the ball around the world. Corbin drives, passes it out to a wide-open Doherty. She puts up the shot, won't go. Loose ball in the paint. And it's picked up by the center, Ivaroni, and sent back to the top of the key. It's Corbin. Corbin driving around a pick and a few Lady Warriors. Pass in the paint, tipped. Ivaroni up with the shot, won't go. But we have a foul on the floor, and she will go to the charity stripe to shoot a pair. 50-11, 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. Take a look at some upcoming games. No games tomorrow on the schedule for Amityville, but on Thursday, the boys varsity basketball game, they'll be hosting Islip right here in Amityville Memorial High School's brand new gymnasium, and we will have the coverage right here for you on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. 4 p.m. tip. Pregame starts at 3:50. Lady Warriors are back in action. Also 5:45 tip at Islip High School as the first free throw won't go. 50-11, 105 to go. No games on Friday. On Saturday, the girls team back in action. Or actually, the girls JV team is in action. The boys varsity team will be playing an 11 a.m. tip versus Bayport Blue Point. That's at Bayport Blue Point. And wrestling will get their first contest of the year as the second free throw is no good also for Ivoroni. Mathis brings the ball up the court, decides to pull back. Instead, hands off to Bonaparte. Bonaparte, the long shot, too strong off the backboard and front rim. And Miller Place with the rebound. Under a minute here to play in the third quarter, 50-11. Miller Place in the lead. Off the bench, it's Catherine Doherty. She finds Valdemar, also off the bench, who sends it to the top of the key. It's Elliott. Elliott dribbles left side. Here's a shot now, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Amityville. Loose ball, tipped, stolen away. Waldemar has it. And the Panthers slowed things down. Shot clock turned off, 50-11, 20 seconds to go here in the third. The bench is in right now for the Panthers. Good hustle for Amityville as they try to get a steal, but a foul is called on the play, and Miller Place will retain possession. Get another sub on the floor as Ivoroni will head to the bench and get a breather. And McNulty comes into the game. Kaylee Elliott will inbound the ball underneath her own basket. 16.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shot clock turned off, 50-11. Pass inbound, shot won't go. Warriors trying to pull down the rebound. They do. It's Robinson pushing the tempo. Now she decides to slow things down. Under 10 seconds. Gets it over to Mathis. Mathis with 5 seconds. Back to Robinson, 4 seconds. Over to Smith. Smith puts up the shot with one and hits it at the buzzer. Rihanna Smith hits the bucket. And the Warriors trail after 3 quarters, 50-13, but will enter the fourth, carrying the momentum. Amityville's got a long way to go to make up some ground, but that's what you want to see. Rihanna Smith, who didn't even start this game, with the buzzer beater. Don't go anywhere, though, as we have fourth quarter action for you coming up. 50-13, Warriors trail right here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
Si está enfermo con el COVID-19 o cree que podría haberlo contraído, tome medidas para ayudar a proteger a las personas para que no se enfermen. Quédese en casa, excepto para buscar atención médica. Llame al médico antes de ir. Apártese de las demás personas que vivan con usted. Use una mascarilla para proteger a los demás. Cúbrase la nariz y la boca con un pañuelo desechable cuando tosa o estornude y lávese las manos inmediatamente. Evite compartir artículos con otras personas de su casa. Esto incluye toallas y sábanas, por ejemplo. Asegúrese de que los platos se laven en agua caliente o en la lavadora automática de platos antes de que alguien más los use. Preste atención a cómo se siente. Si empieza a tener dificultad para respirar o está preocupado por su salud, llame al médico. Para más información visite cdc.gov/coronavirus-es.
This is Ashley Jackson, head coach at Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warrior Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
And we get set to start the fourth quarter of action here in the brand new, beautiful facility, the gymnasium here at Amityville Memorial High School, part of a $69 million bond to improve the entire school district. And it has been worth the wait as it's bright, it's large, it's clean. It has Warriors all over this gym, and this is going to be an exciting place once fans are allowed to come back. But no fans are allowed right now because of COVID-19. So because of that, we are thrilled that you are spending your evening with us here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. Warriors are finishing up their pep talk with Coach Jackson in the huddle as they trail 50-13. So we get set to start the fourth. Just going back to the upcoming schedule, wanted to mention that this Saturday, wrestling. Who knew that we'd be able to get wrestling in this season with all the social distancing protocols, but because of testing and a lot of hard work by the nurses and the coaching staff and the athletic directors, Boys varsity wrestling will have a match versus Rocky Point at 10 a.m. this Saturday. So we wish them all the luck as they start their season. Warriors start with the ball as we are under 8 minutes to go in the game. Warriors trailing 50-13. Driving in the lane, it's Warwick. Shot won't go, but we get a foul on the floor. And it looks like Warwick will get a chance to shoot a pair. Third quarter was the tale of really two parts. The Warriors came out with a big three by Mathis to start the third quarter. But then Miller Place goes on a 7-0 run, followed by a 9-0 run. But then Amityville hits a buzzer beater. Rihanna Smith coming up with a big shot to end the third quarter. First free throw by Warwick doesn't go. Warwick, a multiple sport athlete. She was here last year as just a freshman, and this is the person that Coach Jackson and Coach Cord are going to rely on moving forward. And they're going to get 3 more seasons, including this year, out of her. She's an incredible athlete, and they really believe the best is yet to come as she puts up the second free throw. That rims around, toilet bowl flush, and it goes down. 50-14 with 7:46 to go in the game. Bringing the ball up the court for Miller Place is Catherine Doherty, and it's stolen away by the Warriors. Warwick has it all by herself, up with the right hand and in. Warwick with 3 quick points to start Amityville off here in the fourth quarter. Cutting into the lead, it's 50-16. The Panthers in front, 7:20 to go. Doherty looking for help, finds McNulty, sends a pass down low. We get a whistle as Stockton forces up the shot. Foul is called, and Stockton will get a chance to shoot a pair. Stockton goes to the free throw line. She's had some minutes today here, getting some time off the bench. Right now, the entire bench is in for the Miller Place Panthers. Good show of sportsmanship on the Coach Ryan Kendura. His first season as the first free throw doesn't go. His first season in the pilot seat for the varsity program. Last year, JV coach. Stockton gets set for the second free throw. Shot is up, off the backboard and banked in. So that ends the Warriors' 5-0 run. 51-16, approaching the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Robinson has it, right wing, throws it cross court a little high for Mathis. She's able to get a handle on it though. Good hustle by Catherine Doherty. Warwick, right wing, driving in the lane, up with the shot, won't go. Partially blocked, rebound, pulled down by Ann McNulty. Catherine Doherty continuing to be the quarterback here with the point guard duties. She drives right side, tries to force a pass over to Valdemar. Doesn't go, stolen away by Mathis. Driving hard to the basket, puts up the shot strong. Rebound in the paint, goes to the left side and pulled down by Waldemar. Waldemar hands off to Doherty. No press by the Warriors. Mathis meets her right at the half-court line. Pass down low to Stockton. She goes up with the shot, won't go, get her own rebound, and puts it back for the deuce. 53-16, 6:12 to go. Offensive rebounds has been an area that has hurt Amityville this entire game. But what you are seeing is between Mathis and now Warwick getting a little more confidence, driving to the basket more, showing a little more aggression, and gaining confidence in the process. As here's a shot, air ball, won't go by Rihanna Smith. Rebound pulled down by McNulty, and we get a whistle on the floor. Timeout taken, and Coach Jackson wants to have a word. 53-16 with 5:43 to go in the game. First game of the year for the Lady Warriors. Boys are in action also. If we get a score update, we will certainly let you know. Amityville Track is back also after having their entire spring season canceled. Both the Lady Warriors and the boys squad, they've done a good job, but under really, really difficult conditions. Generally indoor track in the winter season, but they've been forced to run outside. A couple of weeks ago, their meet was actually cut short here at Amityville High School as temperatures were in the teens without the wind chill. But give those athletes a lot of credit, coached by Coach Reynolds Hawkins. And he talked about how much, these kids are excited to do whatever it takes to be able to have a season. And cold or no cold, they want to get out there. They want to get back to the sport they love and hopefully prepare themselves for maybe a more normal spring season with some better weather outdoors. .5:43 to go in the game, 53-16. Panthers ball. Moving left to right across your screen. Doherty brings the ball up the court. Finds Elliott, left wing. Thinks about a shot, instead throws a pass into the paint where it is intercepted by Bonaparte. Warriors trying to put some pressure on, pushing the tempo up the court, but Mathis can't handle it. Panthers get it back. Kirsten Elliott off the bench. She has it. Top of the key, Doherty. Left side to Elliott. Kaylee Elliott, the sister of Kirsten Elliott. And we get a whistle. Some substitutions. And Amityville needs somebody to inbound the ball. Robinson will be the receiver, and heading over, Shangel Morgan, another freshman. She's yet to get on the scorers log today as Warwick drives in the paint, kicks it back out to Smith, puts up a 15-footer, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Elliott. This seems to be a formula that's starting to work. Warwick drives the paint, somebody's open, whether it's Smith or whether it's Mathis. Driving in the lane now for the Panthers is Stockton. Loose ball as the shot doesn't go. Warriors are able to pull down the rebound, but an inadvertent pass is intercepted by Doherty. She loses the handle, though, in the near corner. It goes out of bounds, and the Warriors will get the ball back. 53-16, 4:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Morgan inbounds near baseline as Robinson brings the ball up the court. No pressure. Throws it over to Warwick, right wing. Back to Robinson. They've played catch a lot today. Warwick calling for the ball. Instead, it's Mathis. Mathis puts up the tray off the backboard and in. Bank shot, a three-pointer. And the Warriors now trail 53-19 with 4:19 to go in the contest. Panthers have it. It's Elliott. Hands it over to Doherty. Tries to get it back to Elliott. It's stolen away by Warwick. 2-on-1. Warwick takes it herself, makes the head fake, throws up a wild shot. Won't go, but right there for the rebound was Mathis, and she puts it in off the glass softly. 53-21. And despite what this score is, Amityville has done a great job here in the second half. Stolen by Warwick. Same formula. Here comes Mathis again on a fast break. One-on-one, but good hustle by Renee Stockton as she gets back and is able to pick Mathis's pocket. And the Panthers choose to slow things down. Doherty crosses midcourt, dribbles left side, passes back right in the paint, up with the shot, and drilling it was Kirsten Elliott. And that'll end the Warriors' 5-0 run. 55-21. 3:11 to go. Warwick driving in the paint, and they're going to call an up-down on Warwick. Turnover for the Warriors, but I really like what I've been seeing here in the second half. The first half, Robinson and Warwick were playing catch on the perimeter. Every time Warwick had the ball, she would give it right back to Robinson, but some adjustments made either by herself or more than likely by the coaching staff, and now Warwick is getting aggressive. That's what Amityville is going to need moving forward. Your best players have to be your best players, and when Warwick is driving the lane, she's creating opportunities, she's creating open looks for her other teammates along the perimeter, and she's drawing fouls and helping the Warriors crawl back into this game. Pass, down low, it's Molinaro, shot won't go, loose ball, again, Warriors with trouble on the glass, rebound, taken down by Doherty. She decides to throw it back to the top of the key. Alexa Corbin, starter, back in the game. Finds Mott, the starters on the court for the Panthers. Getting some work in here in the end. Lauren Molinaro in the paint, puts up the shot, and it goes. 57-21, 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter. And we get a travel turnover for the Warriors. Warwick upset with herself. 2 turnovers in a row for Amityville. 57-21, 2:18 to go in the game. Corbin brings the ball up the floor. Passes it right side, it's Doherty. Doherty holds on to it, hands it off to Mott. Mott, top of the key, picks up her dribble, tries to force a pass, intercepted by Work. Work decides to slow things down and wait for some help from her teammates. She hands off to Robinson. Robinson over to Bonaparte. Bonaparte has it far side. Now it's the wing to Robinson. Robinson now driving in the lane. Won't go, too strong, but a rebound pulled down by Work in the paint. That opportunity won't fall. And the Panthers able to get the ball back, but Amityville being much more aggressive on the glass and driving to the hoop. As we are under 2 minutes to play here in the game, 57-21, Amityville trails. It's the Panthers with possession. Doherty has it, top of the key. Finds Corbin. Corbin sends a pass to her center, Ivorone, down low. Ball is tipped loose, but she gets it back. Shot won't go, rebound, and we get a foul underneath. Foul is going to be called on Lauren Molinaro, and the Warriors will inbound and get the ball back. 57-21, 1:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Freshman to freshman is Morgan. Inbounds to Robinson. No pressure from the Panthers since early on in the second quarter. The Warriors have slowly crawled back in this game. Unfortunately, time will eventually run out on them as we are under a minute here. Good save by Rihanna Smith, but she steps on the baseline trying to save that tipped pass. Good hustle, but the Panthers will take over. 57-21, 55.5 seconds to go. Corbin with the ball. Far side, it's Mott. Mott holding on to it, no pressure. Finds Corbin, far baseline, steps back, puts up the tray. Too strong, rebound, loose in the paint. Robinson able to grab it. Under 40 to play, 57-21. Warriors trail. Robinson, crossover dribble, picks up her dribble, looking for help. Kicks it back out to Bonaparte, who takes a step back, puts up the shot, too strong. In the paint, loose ball, rebound, pulled down by Lauren Molinaro. Shot clock is turned off here in Amityville as we are at the 22nd mark, 57-21. See if the Panthers take a shot or hold it to the end. Instead, it's the center, Jessica Ivorone, who drives to the hoop and puts it in. 59-21, 7 seconds to go. Warriors will have one more opportunity before this contest is over. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Robinson puts up a shot at the buzzer, rims out, and that's the end of the contest. Your final score here from Amityville Memorial High School, 59-21. Warriors come up short in their first action of the season, but a valiant effort not giving up and a much better second half that we will break down in our post-game show right after this on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Ashley Jackson, head coach at Amityville Warriors, and you are watching Warrior Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
Back here to Amityville Memorial High School, our beautiful new gymnasium, as the Lady Warriors get their first action of the season, but they come up short, 59-21. Thanks for tuning in and spending your Tuesday evening here with us on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. I'm Matt Grice, joined by my partner Greg Dickerson. His first action ever as a broadcaster. He's done a tremendous job. Before we talk about this one, Greg, did you have a good time today?
Yeah, I had a very good time. They came out strong, but even though they lost, but they came out strong.
You sound like you're out of breath. For those of you that don't know, Greg is doing double duty today. He's not only on the air during our pre, post, and halftime show, but he's also been helping out with the cameras. Want to thank Dina Wood. She's been doing a great job on the boards. Mackenzie Rodriguez on our main camera, and Mr. Paul Cimino pushing all the buttons and making sure that we stay on the air for you. Greg, we have to break this one down. It doesn't go the way that Amityville wants it to, but regardless, the Amityville Warriors played a much better second half.
Yeah, they did. and they played as hard as they can, but it didn't come out the way they wanted to. Bad luck next time.
Better luck next time, and there will definitely be a next time. Even though this is a shortened season, the Warriors will get to play 2 more home games, and they have 4 games on the road. You know, I don't know if playoffs are in the cards this year. They will be a modified playoff for whether it's the boys or the girls team. No state championships this year, unfortunately, due to COVID. But I think the key things in this one, they're going to have to figure out how to break the press, and that will come with experience from their backcourt. They're going to have to get stronger on the glass. But I have to say I was very impressed with the aggressiveness of driving to the basket by Michaela Warwick and by Jada Robinson in the second half.
Yeah, they played hard. They played hard. Good D, good offense. But they still have a lot more work to do on more games. But we'll see how they do.
51-21 your final score, a 30-point victory for Miller Place, or 53-21. But that's not the full story here. The full story is the fact that the Warriors started this contest off trailing 26-0. And they could have quit very easily. Instead, it was Soraya Mathis, one of their key players and leader. She comes out, hits a free throw. Doesn't sound like much, right? But it gets the team on the board as they're trailing 26-1. Miller Place responds with a 7-0 run. But then, completely on the back of Soraya Mathis, she hits a 3, she hits a 2 for a mini 5-0 run for the Warriors. And if it wasn't for a buzzer beater by Miller Place, by Renee Stockton, to end the first half, the Warriors would have felt pretty good time. They go into halftime trailing by a lot. But to start the third quarter, it was Soraya Mathis coming out and hitting a 3 immediately. Soraya Mathis is such an important player for this team.
Yeah, she's a really good player, good hard worker, hard player, and pushing our team to the best for this. And you know, we'll just see how they do next game.
And in case you're wondering, the Lady Warriors are next in action. We'll give you the full upcoming game schedule, but they are next in action on Thursday as they travel to Islip, a 5:45 p.m. tip-off. Remember, on Thursday, we will be back with you here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network as the Amityville boys basketball team makes their home debut here in 2021. But let's talk about Mathis a little more, and then I want to get into Warwick and Robinson because they really impressed me as the second half went on. So in the second half of action, you know, Amityville comes out with a 5-0 run to start things off, and then Miller Place answers back with a 7-0 run, and then a 9-0 run follows that. So that was kind of the big problem here, is that Miller Place would get a little momentum, and then they would just keep going. And Amityville couldn't stop it. But when they did stop it, they had a run of their own. Amityville did end up getting on a run of their own, and a lot of that had to do with some really good effort by a player off the bench, Rihanna Smith. She did not start the game. She finished the first half strong, and she was allowed to start the second half. She hits the basket. It's followed up by a free throw by Michaela Warwick, and that free throw was well-earned because earlier in the game, Warwick was on the wing. She'd get the ball from Robinson and give it right back to her. But in the second half, Warwick became much more aggressive and would drive to the basket, and that's what got her to the free throw line. So she hits a free throw, and then on the next possession, she gets a steal, drives to the basket, and scores again. So Warwick getting 5 points for today. It could have been a lot more for her if she had gotten off to a quicker start, but I think that's a good sign of things to come for what she brings to this team.
Yeah, she's been playing hard, the offense, defense, and she's a hard. Me watching her play means a lot to the team. Hard work, dedication, but she needs a whole lot more work to put in the team. I think she can push her team a lot stronger, a lot harder. I think they can win the next game.
Miller Place would then go on a 3-0 run, but Amityville would answer back with another 5-0 run of their own. Mathis with a three-pointer, and then she'd come right back with a field goal. for all 5 of the 5-0 run there, and then Miller Place would put their starters back into the contest and finish off on a 6-0 run. It was 26-0, but the Warriors lost by 30 points, which means over really the final 3 quarters of the game, Amityville only trailed by 4. So the final score does not tell the whole story. Greg, what are you hoping to see next time the Lady Warriors take the court?
A lot more defense, playing harder, playing stronger, and work as a team. That's the one thing I need to see them do next time, working as a team.
Those are great points, Greg, and we'll have to see again. They're back in action on the road on Thursday. We'll be back in action here with you right here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network this Thursday as the boys basketball team makes their home debut this season. It is a tip at 4 o'clock. We'll be on with the pregame show at 3:50. Final score here from Amityville Memorial High School. The Lady Warriors come up short in the first contest, 51-21. Have a good night, everybody.
Go to AmityvilleWarriors.com for upcoming broadcasts and events. This has been a presentation of Warriors Basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.